Today on the Tiger Basketball Report, we'll review the Tigers' win over George Mason and preview the game versus Morgan State. Get ready, Tiger fans. The Tiger Basketball Report starts now.
For an athlete, there's nothing scarier than a torn ACL.
Athletes trust us with their care and their careers because we're a recognized leader in sports medicine.
Get back to your active life sooner with MedStar Sports Medicine.
Wise Market's ice cream plant is based in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, and locally owned and operated. We've been making our ice cream for nearly 50 years. We create roughly 70 flavors of ice cream right now. We use local ingredients, especially our cream, which is from our milk plant. The cream is what gives our ice cream a rich and creamy texture. Now, together with our customers, we've created a product called Peanut Butter Indulgence, which will be coming out this summer. It's a peanut butter ice cream with sea salt caramel swirl, chocolate-covered pretzel. How could you go wrong with that? Personally, I love our ice cream. If you come to our house at any given time, you'll find at least 5 packets of ice cream in our freezer. Our kids grew up eating Wise quality ice cream, and now we get to treat our grandchildren to it. It's been a pleasure for me to be tasting ice cream for over 40 years for Wise Markets, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Hello and welcome inside the TSN studios for today's episode of the Tiger Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas. The Tigers started off their season with a win over George Mason, beating the Patriots 67-61 down in Fairfax. Let's take a look at the highlights.
The Tigers passes left side to Moorman. Moorman going to take a 17-foot jumper, and it's good. Deshaun Moorman with his first points as a Towson University Tiger, and it's 4-0 Towson. Moore dribbles around, feed down low, slam dunk to Abram. Found a wide open Abram running on the baseline, and it's 4-2 Tigers. To Jenkins. Jenkins feeds it back over to Livingston with a three-point shot, and he hits. 13-11 George Mason. To Keith, he'll fire another three. This one no good. Rebound Morsell. Mike puts up a shot, double team, then he hits it, falling to the ground. Mike Morsell with 4 points, and the Tigers cut it to 15-13. Moore double team, feeds on the right as he gets it to Abram. Abram feeds to Moore, lays it up, blocked from behind by Morsell. Down on the blocks, feed it back out front, three-point shot. Grayer is good. Jair Grayer with his first points of the ball game, and Mason retakes the lead 18-16. First personal on the Tigers in over 4 minutes, though. Inbounds pass. They give it off to Moore. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebound Keith. Quickly gets it off to Morsell down the far side. Mike going to drive all the way to the basket. Lays it up, rolls around, it goes, and he's fouled. Keir feeds it down low to a cutting and scoring Abram, and he's fouled to boot. Starr brings it over midcourt for the Tigers. Feed left corner, Morsell going to drive, lays it up and scores. Mike Morsell with 16, and the Tigers retake the lead, 39-38. Looking, gets it in, a Dalamoto slam dunk. William with 8, the Tigers cut it to 3, 44-41 with 10:38 to go. Keith drives, feeds it out, a Dalamoto wide open for 3, he hits. William with 13, and the Tigers retake a 3-point lead. Beats Grayer over the timeline. Comes down the lane, flips it. Dalamoto lays it up. Basket's good, and he's fouled. Left side. Moorman with 5 on the shot clock. Up top, Dalamoto for 3, and he hits. And the Tigers with their biggest lead of the game, 63-56.
Junior Mike Morcell had 21 points and 9 rebounds in the victory. And as always, I'm joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. Coach, obviously always great to start off the season with the win. As I told you after the game, you can't win them all unless you win the first one.
It's a good road win over a quality Atlantic 10 team. I think that's a game that'll help us moving down the line as we get into the season. I didn't think we played great, but I thought we guarded well, and I thought we showed that Towson toughness, especially in the last 10 minutes of the game. I think we kind of physically had our way with them.
First half, William Adalamoto really didn't have the best of halves, but in the second half, he really came on for you, and the senior ended up with 20 points in the ball game.
Yeah, he it was like 22 and 6, and 16
points
in the second half. The last 8 to 10 minutes of the game, William was really good. When him and Mike play like that, it gives us difference makers and allows us to have those stretches where, like, playing against a good team like Mason, maybe it's a 2-point game, then we can have that stretch where we have a 7-0 run. Now we get that little bit of that separation. I thought he created that down the stretch the other night.
You also had Alex Thomas get into foul trouble, John Davis get into foul trouble. They kind of limited their minutes and limited their effectiveness, so you get the victory even though 2 of your key guys were in early foul trouble.
Yeah, I had some foul trouble. Alex, I thought, weathered it pretty good. He really helped us late in the game with his defense. John, we get the 2 early ones, and I got to do a better job of making sure he doesn't get out of rhythm with that. But certainly other guys stepped up, and I'll use Eddie Keith for example. We started him at the point. I thought he was solid. We ended up playing him at the 4 in the second half because of foul trouble, and he played the 2 and the 3 in between. So it helps having kind of indispensable guys like that.
You also got quality minutes out of your new point guard, Brian Starr, who came in with a couple of big baskets late in the second half. And Deshaun Moorman made his debut as a Tiger, and he hit some big baskets.
Yeah, I thought Deshaun really settled down in the second half. I think he was a little bit overhyped up early. He had a couple travels, and in the second half he played really good down the stretch. His defense was really good, especially on the kid 22 more. We did a great job on him. And I thought Brian Starr, he no turnovers at the point. Couple assists, a couple of spectacular baskets, and he plays pretty good defense as well.
And you look at Deshaun, here's a kid that didn't play last year because he sat out against Cincinnati. I guess just naturally he is going to be hyped. It's the first basketball game he's played in a year and a half.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of time. I mean, even when we had guys like Jarrell and Burwell, there's always a little bit of rust coming off. But he's playing well. He's practiced well. His statistics in practice have been good. And so, we know he's going to help us.
All right, that's game 1. One of many, we hope. High 30s, as you say.
It'd be good.
High 30s. Game 2, Tuesday night against Morgan State at Hill Fieldhouse. The Bears lost their opener to Houston down in Houston. But Todd Bozeman, I find it hard to believe he's been there 10 years already. But Todd Bozeman, obviously a highly respected coach, and his team's always going to be fundamentally sound. You're not going to have an easy time with them.
No, it's going to be an electric atmosphere in there tomorrow night. We know that. It'll be packed. They're going to hype up the game. It's a Super Bowl game. They are very long, very athletic. Coach Bose is a good coach. We know they'll change defenses. We're expecting to see a lot of zone and some pressure, so we've been preparing for that. But, you're on the road. You got to take care of the ball, first and foremost, and then we've got to have those things that we did the other night. We got to defend and rebound. But it'll be a challenging road atmosphere for sure.
You had a tough time down there 2 years ago. I mean, it's only a 10-minute drive, but it's an away game.
Yeah, it's an away game. It was a really great atmosphere, and there will be again, for college basketball locally. It'll be a great atmosphere in there tomorrow night, and it's not a 10-minute drive though when you're leaving around 4:45, 5 o'clock. I can tell you that. Not on 695.
I can show you the back way. You don't have to get on 695.
Does the bus fit on that?
Yeah, the bus will get there.
All right.
But anyway, he's got some new pieces this year. A couple of transfers, junior college transfers playing, getting significant minutes. You watch the Houston game. What do you get out of their performance against Houston? They did lose by a pretty hefty margin.
Yeah, they just got off to a bad start. They're much better than that. We know through some sources that they defeated American in a scrimmage, who's got a good club. So we
Maryland almost lost to American.
Right. So we know what we're going to see. And they got the kid Carr and Thomas that have been there, both 6'7" guys that can shoot it, drive it, long, athletic. They got a new junior college transfer that can really score the ball, number 5, 6'5", our kind of body, like a hard driver. He had the most points in the other night. He's an aggressive scorer. He was coming out of Lamar Community College down in Texas. So fast point guy, the kid Cameron. And they're going to surprise people how long and athletic they are. So it's an area of concern, transition defense. And you know, it just kind of, not that we don't want to play fast, but we've got to make sure we're not giving them easy baskets in transition.
You know, speaking of long and athletic, after the George Mason game, I was talking to a couple of their people, and they said to me, you know, it's amazing how much the Towson basketball team has transformed over the years because, you know, they were like, you guys were bigger and stronger than we were, and it used to be the other way around.
Well, I'm proud to hear that. It's funny, all the teams, the other Atlantic 10 teams we scrimmaged, we thought we were much bigger physically than them. And I credit, you know, our strength coach, Coach Kiley, does a great job. Obviously, our players and our staff do, and our administration. We've committed to feeding our guys and training them, and our trainer, Mike Leonard, and his staff, that, you know, the sports medicine component. That's a big piece of who we are. It helps us defend, rebound. It gives us that mentality and that Towson toughness. So that's something we've got to keep investing in.
All right. So the Tigers are going to take on Morgan. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock Tuesday night. I'll have the call on TowsonTigers.com and CBS Sports Radio 1300. Coach, thanks for joining us, and good luck against the Morgan State Bears. Let me leave you with this. As the great English poet Sir Rod Stewart always said, every picture tells a story.
That's very good, Spiro. I actually wrote something down today. I'm going to talk about origins. The name Spiro is actually a shortened form of the archaic-sounding Spiridon, which means in ancient Greek, a basket used to carry seeds. Did you know that?
I did not.
Very good.
That will do it. I now know what my name means for. I'm a basket of seeds. That will do it for us on today's episode of the Tiger Basketball Report. Join us next time when we preview the Tigers' next slate of action. For head coach Pat Skerry, I'm Spiro Morekas. Have a great week, and as always, go Tigers.